California dreaming. I used to think about that, corny as it was. I used to think about that song.
Miss Hollywood, when I see a film crew, go, oh, I want to be there.
There they go, there they go.
Outside, you don't have no shelter.
Put the people in the doorway.
You have to watch your back all the time.
Everybody on the planet has a right to shelter. Dome, what did you call it? Dome spheres. They both together, 21 pieces.
Those are the domes.
Dome check.
I'm here. Thank the Lord.
Justice, justice. This is what we're talking about. Right here. This does not have to be.
Last time on Eyewitness, I decided to move in to get a better taste of life in Dome Village, a community that helps get homeless people off the streets of Los Angeles.
And I'm going to put him on the chore list.
But I ended up with a lot more than I expected. I'm completely in love with Toby, and I'd take him in a second.
I'm going to pop you with a brush.
The romance between two of the residents, Gwendolyn and Chester, got a bit more serious.
I was just talking about you.
Did you cuss me out?
Managing director Katie Haber is getting frustrated with the job of keeping the village and Ted in check.
It's all right. We'll be there on time.
And Ted Hayes, the creator of Dome Village, got a second wind to finish his national plan to end homelessness.
The passion is stronger. I know I'm on the right track. Hallelujah!
Street life. It's the only life I know.
Yeah.
Street life. When there's no place I can go.
Ted Hayes.
Tell her what I would do is I will begin to see if I can raise some funds to come to Washington, to come to her reception and to salute her because of the dedication of this new homeless center. And when I come over, I'll bring with me the national plan that I put together.
Ted just got a call from Washington, D.C. and was invited to a reception for Sarah McClendon, a longtime White House correspondent.
What's the matter with her?
Yes!
Who also happens to be a homeless advocate like Ted and has influence with the president.
She must be 88 now, because she was born in 1910.
What would your plan be, Ted, if you make this trip?
The plan is to get the document into Sarah McClendon's hands. The president may even be there. That would be huge. I think I could just die then.
Yes, I'm
My work will be done. I can retire.
This is really just phase one of Ted's national plan to eradicate homelessness.
Is the calculated empowerment and enabling.
When the plan is done, it'll lay out Ted's ideas of the causes of homelessness and his solution, creating communities across the country based on the Dome Village model.
And the enabling of masses of homeless individuals to live a decent life.
When Ted was living on the streets, he realized the primary mentality is the fight for survival, finding the next meal, a place to sleep. And when that's all you're concerned with, you can't think about tomorrow.
95% of the people who are homeless and such are not going to go back to the mainstream. And many of them have acclimated to the environment.
We've been here at Dome Village for 4 weeks now, which is longer than some of the residents stay.
Look at you.
I'm like, don't mess with me, I have a camera.
Yeah.
And those residents that are still here have gone from living on the fringes of society to now counting themselves as part of a community, and they personify Ted's plan.
You can take that.
Okay, this one?
Yeah. Hello, good morning, how you doing?
Hello, Gwendolyn.
And at the center of this plan is transition.
I was thinking maybe one day we could have a fair and then we could raise money.
Look into it.
Oh, okay, you want me to look into
Yes,
it?
ma'am.
Oh, okay.
He's calling for moving the homeless out of the inner cities to planned communities like this one, where people can have the time, space, and support to build a stable life.
I'm an expert at this, so. And you just keep doing it like this, and you pull on it a little bit.
See, that way I made it stay. And it's on there.
Rhonda, got a problem here.
That's too fat.
Okay.
We all agree that that's too fat. Yeah, I made a mistake. I'm doing okay.
And then you guys can...
When Gwen first got here, she was just happy to have a place to sleep. But now, 4 weeks later, she's thinking beyond day-to-day survival and into the future.
But I think it's going to get better for me. I'm going to get a job somewhere and I'm going to be able to get me an apartment and I'll be all right.
So just take your time and make them right.
Making flower pens might not be a career, but it's a start, it's a job, and it's money.
Really want my money. Show me the money. I think it's so cute the way she called me ma'am. This was a little fat.
A lot of people say, I'm not that old, don't call me ma'am. You know, but it's a habit I have to say ma'am.
But I feel like you want to say ma'am, you don't have to say.
I didn't
want to say ma'am.
No, I say ma'am because it's a respectful thing.
Yeah, I understand that.
And
but you want to say it.
Yeah, have to say it, well. I say it because I was trying to say it.
Pat and Gwen share a dome and a similar history. They both lived downtown and were addicted to drugs.
Use my phone. You better call Tyrone.
I think the most significant thing about Ted's plan is that it's a call to action.
Hey, Ted, I made this for you.
Thank you.
He says he has a solution, and it works on a small scale here. But now he's asking, what about the millions of other homeless across the country?
That's what I would like, Mr. President. You're a busy man. I would like to focus on the homeless.
This is the end of an era and beginning of a new one.
To me, it's a real landmark in my life.
I'm leaving Wednesday night. I would like to take as many people from the Dome Village as possible to the airport. I'll teach a chant that we used to chant back in the Justiceville days when we would protest. We used to go, fired up, can't take it no more. We fired up, we can't take it no more. We fired up, we can't take it no more. What? You don't like that one?
Ted, Katie, and I are getting ready to go to Washington, but then Ted's plans hit a snag.
Apparently they think that I would take the focus away.
It seems like his invitation has been rescinded.
Hi, Chester.
Hey, how you doing?
Do we want the van washed now?
Yeah, the van
I don't know.
washed.
Ted's going to use it. He's doing
Okay.
it. But soon you can. His attitude, he's changed so much since he's been here, hasn't he? He's happy and perky. He's a great guy.
The old Chester?
Talk to me about the old Chester and the new Chester.
The old Chester, I would drink every day. I was an evil kind of a guy.
Well, take care.
All right. And if I catch you off guard, I'll try to steal something.
What did you steal?
Anything I can sell.
Iron.
Oh, shit. Man, I ought to get this iron out of here.
Some donations just came in,
Oh, I want some iron.
and then Chester really wants that iron. Are you going to ask Kathy? But he's not quite sure how to go about getting it.
What if I can have an iron?
Excuse me?
What if I can have an iron?
Just put it in the office, period. You wanna borrow it? Come to my dome. Yeah. Okay, you get it, and if I need it, I'll ask you. All right? Okay. Well, we took care of that.
How'd the iron work out?
Super, man.
You want to show it to me?
Super duper iron here, boy. This is, boy, yeah. This is the top of the line iron.
Even though that time wasn't so long ago, it's difficult to imagine the Chester of the streets wanting an iron. It seems like he has a new sense of pride in himself and his situation, something that he's trying hard to hang on to.
If I can see it, then I can believe it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. That's a song I wish I had written. But he said it. He makes it very plain. If I can see it, then I can believe it. And if I can believe it, I can achieve it. Let me tell you something, by the way. When I began to speak what I believe about Dome Village 13 years ago, people thought I was really losing it. No way
The whole village is riding high on this upcoming trip to D.C., and Ted seems closer than ever to his dream and closer to finishing his plan.
Hello, is Sarah there, please? Sarah, just one second. Is this a good time? I have Ted Hayes for you.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll send you the document anyway. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Ted was just disinvited to the dedication ceremony by Sarah McClendon's people.
Apparently they think that I would take the focus away from her and what they're doing over there.
Which was the whole reason he was headed to D.C. in the first place. Ted was really hit hard by this news, and I don't think anybody in the Dome knew what to say.
I still think that we shouldn't go to the reception, but I'm going to call her back and just see if I can come see her, because that was the original intent anyway, to take it to her. So if there was nothing to what's going on, I'd be like a little fly on the wall, I guess. So that's good to know, that I make some kind of waves in life, huh? So, no big deal. Y'all want to see some muscles?
Let's see.
No.
Yeah, come on, eat some more. I just brought them for a minute.
What do you mean for a minute?
Okay, the
Because they're going to be gone in a minute.
While all this excitement is going on about Washington, D.C., Chester and Gwendolyn are calmly building new lives for themselves.
Basically, what I get out of this chapter here, which is that he is talking about the 12 tribes of Israel.
See, it ain't all about the reading. You read it and then you get what you can out of it. And that's what it's about, see?
Chester and Gwendolyn are spending a lot of time together now and giving a lot to each other. They're even beginning to talk about the possibility of marriage, so who knows? Maybe we'll have a Dome wedding.
But when I was homeless, that's all I did have was Jesus Christ. All I had was God. He was the only one on my side. You do something wrong, you got to be chastised.
And what did you do wrong?
I don't know. Well, you know how you get into stuff. When you repent, then he'll bring you back to him. Just like the prodigal son ran off with all that money. You got to ask Chester about that. He'll tell you about it. Tell him about it.
And I seen myself broke, and I was like that prodigal son. I was lost. And then I came back to her house. I said, Mom, I'm sorry for what I did, you know what I'm saying? And she welcomed me with open arms.
All right. Well, I'll let you guys get back to reading your scriptures.
Okay.
Being with my family.
The recent setback has Ted's confidence wavering, and now he's turning to his family for support.
No.
We had chicken breast, right? Dry old chicken breast.
No, it's
right?
going to be this nasty pasta chicken stuff. Hollywood is so broke from working with the homeless that she's borrowing money from Tara. Between the two of us, we can just scrape up the money. Scrape up the money for popcorn, a Coke, and a movie.
Katie is an all-or-nothing kind of person, and the same way she attacked her career in Hollywood is how she's attacked her new life as Ted's right hand. And in the process of becoming devoted to Dome Village, she's run through almost all of her life savings.
You miss working in film? Yeah, absolutely. When I see a film crew, you know, on the street, and the chairs out and everything, I go, oh, I want to be there.
Back to the left, is everybody.
One for Great Expectations, please. Feeling better?
No.
Ted's pretty shaken over the phone calls from the past couple of days, and I think he's starting to feel the pressure of seeing his plan through to Washington.
Maybe I'm meddling with something I shouldn't be meddling with.
Maybe, but there's no way to tell unless you try, you know.
Yeah, but the expense of trying is 13 years of being with my family and everything else. It's like, oh man, is it worth it? Was it all worth it?
Okay, we have to stop at the store. Let's stop right now.
Ted's daughter, Joanna, is a college track star, and tonight she's being awarded at UCLA. Arlene, his wife, was there. They've been separated for about 13 years, and his son Isaac was there as well.
You know, you're so late. You're the most procrastinating person I think that I know.
Okay, Dad, we have to talk about the rules right now.
All right, what's up?
Okay. No. That's my daughter! Yeah! None of that. Right. We're not doing that.
Anytime you deal with someone who has a prophetic vision, they're never going to achieve what they want. It's a constant struggle.
Hi, Dad. You didn't want to go, do you?
No, I don't. I'm bored, Steph.
Why are you going?
Because of you.
Whatever.
Gotcha.
Don't because he's hungry, probably. I hope they have good food.
I'm hungry. I'm starved. We're gonna have chicken, right?
No.
We're gonna have chicken breast, right? Dry old chicken breast.
No. When we were younger, it was harder. We were kind of embarrassed, you know, like, that's your dad, look at, you know, dreadlocks and stuff. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, how he's dressed, and then he's hanging around a lot of homeless people. A lot of kids used to say things about him, like, oh, he's a bum and all this stuff, you know, and we had a couple of fights about it when we were younger.
Dad, you want to wait?
No!
It's raining.
I want to get this thing over with.
You better start.
Come on, let's go.
A what? A national plan.
What's that?
A comprehensive way of breaking the cycle of homelessness to kind of eradicate it.
I'm not understanding how you're going to do that at all.
That's the point.
You already have a plan?
I have a basic plan. That national plan I've been talking about, it's finally finished.
I was really surprised by Ted's family's reactions to his plan. They were nonchalant about it, and it almost seemed like they had heard it all before. But what it comes down to is that they accept him and love him for Ted the person, not the activist.
The original burning reason that he went out is still the same. It's something he has to do. He has to serve the poor. And this is the form that it took for Ted.
I'm trying to get out of here. I want to go home. I'm beat.
That's the sort of thing that makes you want to go back into the film business and give up homelessness for a while. I would like to be a part of that.
You don't even have to get a star on the side. Right here.
I really like that movie, the more I think about it.
I liked it too.
Huh? What? Your fridge. This is my other life. In a plastic bag. It's my other life. The getaway.
It was fun to see Katie in her own light, instead of as just the person in the background trying to get Ted from one meeting to another.
You look gorgeous. I don't know about that.
Dude. He's got his hand on your boob.
I know, because when the guy took the picture, they said, okay, smile, and just at that moment, he did that. Isn't that great? In the middle of the trenches on Cross of Iron.
Ah, Katie.
Look, I have my own chair. I've never wanted to be in the limelight. As long as I can do something that is of value, whether it's in the entertainment business, whatever it is, as long as I can be a catalyst to the success of that thing, then that's what gives me satisfaction. I'm happy to be the power behind the throne. Is that a good word? Well, you see my other life. And my little house. We'll go eat some dinner.
Sure. While the excitement is mounting for Ted's upcoming trip to Washington, Ted is starting to realize the magnitude of his journey.
Because you started this.
Well, we'll see. It's like delivering a child, I guess. It's like 13 years has just been lifted off of me. Put A there, A national plan. I changed some things, that's not right. I completed a document, the only national plan for the homeless. And that won't be all.
Shut up, shut up.
We've proven the Dawn Village, and out of that has come the plan. Everything we said would happen has happened.
Katie, do you feel like you've just given birth?
I feel like I'm picking up the afterbirth.
So Ted is celebrating back at the village, but Katie, as usual, is tying up all the loose ends last minute. She's a little stressed because they're due at the airport in about an hour.
129.
How's it feel?
You don't know how to feel. My contribution has been minimal.
Street life for a nickel or a dime. Yeah. Street life. There's 1,000 parts to play. Street life till you play your life away.
Waiting for Ted to get in the van and to go to the airport. People are getting dressed up. Kathy did her hair especially. Everybody's pretty excited about this.
I like your hairdo.
It's my wig. I said, God, I better at least comb it one time while you guys are here.
Kathy effect.
Want me to take it off? This ain't no damn wig.
I know it's not a wig.
Are you nervous, Ted?
You feel sort of anticlimactic. It's like, so what?
Close the door. We'll make it real quick. If you don't have no bag, put it in your pockets, because ain't nobody coming home without picking up recycle.
At the airport, Ted's mood took a turn. He seemed really drained and nervous. It's make or break time for him, and I think that realization just hit him.
Because you started this.
Well, we'll see.
Well, no, think positive. You got to. If you don't, the only negativity is what you speak.
Look, flower pen. Look.
Say, Katie, she got one of our pens.
Oh, see? I told you.
We make those.
Oh, really?
Excuse me.
Pat and Kathy took the initiative as junior activists, which is something we had definitely not seen before in them.
What do y'all expect to accomplish?
Attention from the president.
Why don't you tell them where you live?
I live in the Dome Village, which is a place where you have a place to think with dignity, as opposed to be on the street.
Here, Pat. Show him the picture of the dome.
I really had the sense that Ted was passing the torch on.
You did well. You did excellent. Well, you guys pray, okay?
Whoever answer the phone, y'all come get me.
Thank you.
It's definitely been a long few days for Ted. Something of an emotional roller coaster. He hasn't slept in 2 days just trying to get the plan finished.
All right.
Okay, I'll let
See
you
ya.
know.
Okay. See you, Jesse.
God bless you.
Okay, man.
We'll see you when you come back.
All right, buddy.
Take care of the...
Okay, George.
All right, then.
Bye.
Yeah, we'll take care of the village.
5 minutes?
All of Ted's work as an activist has culminated in this moment, and Ted stepped on that plane with a lot of trepidation.
What are we doing?
Go with the plan, Ted.
Next on Eyewitness, Ted, Katie, Toby, and I arrive in D.C.
Do me a favor, brother. That's it. Get a haircut.
And Ted's got 13 years of work as an activist on the line.
To get our brothers and sisters off these streets in a humane fashion.
Back at the village, Chester and Gwendolyn set off on their search for a house of God.
I'm trying to seek a church that we could dwell in.
How you spell prostitute now, P-what?
And find that the future is closer than anybody had thought.
Do you think that you'd ever ask her on camera?
Want her to marry me?